up guys, I'm pedebeats, and after this video you're going to make the best emotional beats for Lil Baby, so let's get into it. So actually making these beats is really easy. The first thing that we need to do is set the BPM to 144, yeah, something like that can work. And the next thing that I'm going to do is open up a piano, because the piano always works for these beats. But if you want to experiment with some different sounds, I suggest you something like the kalimba or a piano with a different tone. So I will go here in my Phoenix Bank, because here we have a piano that I really like. I want to try the piano one because it sounds kinda different instead of a normal piano. So now that we are here, the first thing that we need to do is lay down a chord. I think that's the easiest way to start, so we can just skip a note and skip another note. Normal chord always sounds good. Then we can just add some other notes to make it sound more full. We can also duplicate them if you want. Okay. Something like this can already work, and now we can just try to strum them and find a catchy melody with it. Let's remove this note. Now this sounds good and it's just a basic strummed chord, but here for example we can add two notes that are really close together, something like this, and it's going to make the melody sound a lot more catchy. You see, already by doing something like that, we get a really nice vibe. Okay, that's fire. The next thing that we need to do is play around also with the velocities, because they're really important if you want to achieve a human feeling. Okay, now we can just copy this over and create some variation on the second part, because usually in Lil Baby's beats, the melody repeats every 2 bars, and for example here, I kinda hear something going down, so... Ooh, wait. Maybe you can bring this down? Ooh, that's fire. Let's transpose this to E, and we can start to add some bass notes. Here I just went down to the 6th note of the scale, because this progression is creating that emotional feeling that we have in Lil Baby's beats. And now we can go up again. Now here for example we could also go down, and it's going to create a more darker feeling. But I like it in the... Okay, now this sounds good, but it's a little bit too repetitive. We need to add some variation here, otherwise it's going to sound boring. Oh, I like that. Also here. Ooh. This sounds good, man. Let's try to transpose it in B, maybe. That's fire, bro. Now let's add some effects on this. So first of all, let's add an EQ. Remove some of the low end. It already has some reverb, so I'm not going to add it, but I'm going to add some delay on it. And we can lower a lot the volume. Okay, that's really good, but we need to add a compressor on this, because the volume is really dynamic and we need to control it. So I'm going to open this VST from Safari pedal. Yeah, that's so much better. I already added the effects, but I want to try to change the sound of it. This one is fire. Okay, now that we have a melody like this, the most difficult part is done. Now we just need to add some accent and some other instruments to make it sound more full and better. So first of all, I want to add the bass on this, because having a bass is going to help you to find the right counter melodies. So I will go in my Phoenix one-shots, and here we have some good basses. Let's use this one. Yeah, but we need also to create some variation. Let's create a pause here. And add some other notes, just to create some variation. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, now the next instrument that I want to add on this is a violin or something like that, because violins are always going to sound good in this type of beats. So I will open the Mellotron, because here we have a really iconic violin. So let's try to use this preset. It's not really a violin, but let's see if it works. Well, here we can go down. It isn't playing these notes, so let's change the preset. Yo, that's fire! So to make this melody, I decided just to follow the scale going up, because this is going to add a lot of energy to your beat, and we can save this for the intro or for the second part of the hook, where we need a lot of energy. Then here at the end, I just went down using a lot of these notes that are only one semitone apart, and they're going to create a lot of tension too before the 8 bars end. So I want to add some effects on this too, because I want to push it a bit in the background. Yeah, something like this. So some reverb. And pan it a bit on the right. Yeah, now it's so better. Okay man, I'm starting to like this beat a lot. In these beats, vocals are always going to sound good, but before adding one, I want to add something that is going to be in the background to make the whole beat sound more full, but without overcomplicating it. So I want to open expand, because we can use whatever strings we want, really. So yeah, let's try these soft strings, and we can just copy the main melody that we made. Oh yeah, the strings work well with less attack. And also here we need to EQ it and remove the frequencies that we don't need. The average listener won't even hear it. Okay, so now as I said before, it's time for the vocal. So I will go in my Phoenix praises, because here we have some really good vocals that I like. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, and by the way guys, the sounds that I used to make this melody are from the Phoenix Melody Production Suite that is currently at a really low price for the end of summer discount, so if you want to check it out, the link is in the description. Oh, and by the way, there is also a free version of it on my website. I like that, but I feel like we need some variation here, so I'm just going to do something like this and then find a similar vocal that we can use. Oh, let's try this one. Okay, that's crazy man. They both already have some reverb, but I want to add even more on it to blend them together, because they sound a bit different. So let's try to use this flamingo verb. And maybe pan them on the left. Now I think we have enough variation for a full beat, but we can check it by just arranging the beat real quick. So we can start with the bass, the main melody, maybe also the vocal. Okay, so right now this sounds good to me, but someone that is going to listen to this for the first time is going to be overwhelmed by these instruments. I would leave it like this, really simple. Or maybe let's add the violin. Yeah. And here the drop. Yeah. On the drop we need to have the strings though, because I want it to sound more full. Then the vocal, maybe with the pitched up part. Then for the verse we can just have the main melody simple like this. And then we can bring back the vocal maybe. No, the violin is better. Okay, yeah, we have no variation for this. So now it's finally time for the drums, man. Okay, so let's use the drums from the Nebula and let's try to find a clap. Yeah, also something like this can work. Really, for the clap in this type of beats, you can kinda use whatever you want. Also a normal clap can work. But we need to create some variation. Okay, something like this can work. Okay, now it's time for the hi-hats. I heard that they use really sharp ones. And they use them to create a lot of bounce. And if you want to create it, I would avoid to use these village 2 steps and instead make them manually. Something bouncy. Okay, now we can click Alt Art to randomize the pen and the velocity and also the pitch a bit. Okay, now these are the 2 main elements of this type of beats, but they add a lot of perks too. So first of all, I want to add a hat. And I suggest you to make it stop right before the clap, because it's going to add more bounce. The next time. Yeah, we can just copy this over. Now let's add the snare. Yeah, I like that bounce. Yeah, man, we need to add also another perk on this. Yeah, this one can work, man. Ooh. Let's pen it a bit on the right. Yeah, now it's time for the 808, man. So in these beats, it's really common the spins and the Z too. But I think the spins will sound better. Yeah, make sure to reset the pen of your 808s and then boost the velocity all the way up. Here we can go up. Okay, and here maybe we can use triplets. Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, that's hard. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, remember to drop a sub, like and comment, and check out this video if you want to see me make a unique beat.